Hello boys, good morning. So, your favorite manager is having new club and it is actually Gil Vicente. This club is having a media prediction of 17 plays. Basically they suck, but today I will start to show you what we can do with this team. Like always, I completely rebuilt the team. I brought few players on the loan, and actually I didn't buy nobody because I was not having the money. The starting budget is very poor, so if you go here and check my transfer history, you will see that actually I sold the star player, this little guy, to Leipzig, and I sold one Japanese player also, and the rest are basically peanuts. So this amount of money helped me to recruit some important players on the loan. But we will discuss. You can see that I have Arezzo, I have Gayan, I have Viti, Estevez. So basically few Portugal players on loan and few the players who have some certain quality to help me to fight for the title. I mean, like always, I will try to win the title, even I'm not sure. And actually, I think our schedule on the start is very bad. I done few mistakes with this save because I was not focused during the streams. So what is the biggest mistake? Actually, I don't have assistant manager, boys, because I was thinking I can have 7 coaches, and actually I can have 5. And by mistake, I brought 5 new coaches, and I forgot about assistant manager. And now, because all this stuff are new, I cannot terminate their contract. So one of my coaches is now doing actual assistant manager job. And for me, assistant manager is the key key personnel. So this will be immediate in the start harder. Then of course, with a lot of player changes, I will struggle in the beginning, and I have really hard schedule. I have Porto, Benfica, everybody I have now. You see, team cohesion is very poor. We will leak the goals. Actually, we already lost one big game in the cup. As you can see, 5-4. We are scoring, but we are just conceding a lot. As I said, this is the due to team cohesion is very poor. And now we need to play against Porto with my new tactic called amateur tactic. And Gayan, who is my key player, is actually suspended. I mean, a lot of issues with this team, including my bench options. I'm very, very poor. I will struggle with deep line playmakers. I need just to survive until January and hope for the best, like always. So the start will be hard, but let's see. Let's start playing. So we are playing against Porto in a way. Porto is basically maybe I feel that for me, maybe the Benfica is having overall bigger squad and is stronger. I support Porto, so this will be interesting to watch. So this amateur tactic was tested live with Aston Villa and few other teams, and tactic is actually very, very strong. I have feeling it's even stronger than my modification tactic, who is similar shape due to fact it's more solid, it's more compact, I mean. And we all know that attacking midfielder in current match engine is not great role, and this one is actually having 3 central midfielders. So what are the key players in this tactic? Basically inside forward and striker, and they are the key. Plus, I think left full back is also very important. You saw that on my live test with Aston Villa, Lucas Digne is actually won award for best player in the Premiership. due to his goals from set pieces and assists. So, regarding Areza, why I brought Areza? I feel he can be really good in this league, but also I want to test another important thing, and that is I want to see will this work, how this will work with the striker who is not very strong in air, because Arezzo is very short and he doesn't have jumping reach and high strength. I still feel if you play with one striker that you need to have a striker who is actually complete forward, very strong in everything. So this is some kind of small test for me just to observe and see. Here it's actually 0-0 at half time. I'm not playing badly. Can we snatch the win? I mean, Arezzo missed one clear chance. I was thinking this one to play all the time on the Twitch, but problem is when I'm uploading from Twitch to YouTube, then I need to trim it, and then I have also some issues with account because I forget some passwords and everything is fucked. Also due to the fact that my old Twitch account was hacked, and the links between that account with YouTube, it's very, very complicated. So that's why I like to prefer YouTube. I just recording, then I upload, and then Twitch I just stream. So I'm avoiding to uploading from Twitch. But we will see. For now I will just go with classical YouTube career, and like I said, we will try to win the league. Even we have a lot of issues. So I done mistakes. So we need to deal with that one. So you see why I want to have tall and strong striker, because if I'm under pressure, I want the striker who can win the area duels. Take note that Arezzo is having 16 heading. So he's at least he can score if he can cross. Okay, Porto is slashed. So imagine now what kind of result we are having now. Even our team cohesion is basically disaster, and we have a lot of new players. I was assured that I would concede at least 1-2 goal, just because of cohesion. This was perfect cross for CM on attack, but he actually missed a clear chance. So for inside forward, on the left, again we conceded. We are saved by offside. Basically I want to have goal scorer there in that role. So player with good finishing, composure, plus all these dribblings, flair, preferably if he has some long shot and if he has some finishing trait. To have like, I don't know, first time shot with power, place shots, these kind of things. So he needs to be goal scorer, not classical winger. The guy who is playing on the right side, I prefer to be classical winger. So the guy who has speed, but he can cross also. Because he's staying wide and he's basically crossing from the right, and the full back on attack on the left is delivering from other side. So this is kind of composition with the tactic. Midfielders, CM on support, basically box-to-box player, guy who can score from range, and guy who can tackle and win the duels, basically engine of your team. CM on attack, technically good player. I still prefer that he has good work rate, and if possible, very high vision, passing, maybe some long shot. Basically very good attacking player with some work rate, and in case if you can find, also I like high work rate and tackling. So here we destroy them 5-1. I mean, I need to take photo of this one, you see. I cannot even believe it. First game of the season we scored 5 in a way. I went wrongly. The reason why I decided to do finally Portuguese league, actually my plan was to play with this team but play with the target man, but with the release of this amateur tactic, I decided to give it and try it in the Portugal league. Especially yesterday I was checking some Twitch streamers Portuguese and they're boosting something with Sporting and big teams, they cannot win the title. You know, this kind of people who saying it's impossible to play with small teams. So this is a thing. We are going now to try to win the league, and that's it. Very simple. Only first place I will recognize as success with this team. I still have some little bit wage budget. I'm looking to add, if possible, one DLP on final day of transfer window on loan. If I can do it, I will try it, and that's it. Later on, when the months are passing, I will try to ask for one coach more, so then I can bring maybe good assistant manager. As I mentioned, in the meantime, one of the coaches is doing all these trainings and everything. I assigned him to do. So now we need to play against who is this VTSC. I think Vitória Guimarães. And then we have Braga away and Sporting home. So let's do these 3 more games and that will be end of this first episode. I still didn't decide will I do it fully this entire year or I will just maybe do 2-3 episodes until end of the season, just to give you the thing how it's going. But I know that people want to watch this one, so we will see about that one. My PC is now going slow because I have a lot of divisions loaded. Even I actually removed them, so the speed is a little bit less, even with holidaying between the games. So we destroyed Porto 5-1 without Guyane. Why I like Guyane? Because insane speed, and speed kills in lower divisions. Especially if you have white players, because most of the teams in these leagues are playing with 4 at back, what is very bad. Regarding the future project, there is on my list is I think Elche team. I was thinking to do Elche because Real Madrid won the Champions League. Maybe I will do it in the future. I'm still trying to upgrade my Spielmacher tactic, but I still struggle with attacking midfielder role to make it very strong. I feel still is good, but requires high quality volantes to work, definitely. Our best player Guyane can play. Murillo will go on the bench. We are playing at home, and let's go. I mean, people are. When 2 days ago, I think I gave this tactic, or even 3, to some people, and people are sending me screenshot of crazy victories, like people winning as Leverkusen against Bayern by 7-1, for example. I saw some screenshots. Some other guys, I think 5-1, and people saying the tactic is actually very, very good. I mean, on my live test with Aston Villa, you saw that I was leading until basically until I lost the game against Leicester and I lose the title without no any transfers and no stuff changes. So results can be much better if you have higher quality assistant manager. Probably the game against Porto I will do shorter video because I'm planning to upload this tactic on FM Arena today and probably FM Scout. On FM Base I already posted it on my topic. Regarding Gayan, he has 7 million release clausula, so he is definitely a player what I would like to buy out. I think this is goal. And regarding the set pieces, I adjusted them during the live test. Basically, I combined some of my set pieces from the target man tactic, and then I a little bit swapped the players. I think I adjusted attacking corners and defending the corners and indirect free kicks defending. These three things I adjusted. And what I saw, I feel really good. Corners again are taken by the fullbacks, so from right side left-footed guy, from left right-footed guy. I have the player with the card. I have only this Murillo, who is actually left-footed, so I will still put it just to prevent suspension of another one. As I mentioned, on the right side I prefer classic wingers, so I prefer right foot. Here I prefer right foot or either. With my Aston Villa save, actually Bailey, who is left-footed, was also working. The most important for this guy is that he can score, so finishing composure must be good, definitely. Shooting. Half time, only one sub, let's go to second game. So for now our start is fantastic. I mean, if we can win the next two games, I can already proclaim that we will win the title. I don't need to finish the season. Because if we can win with this kind of team cohesion, then the league will be just easy to win. Regarding the penalties, I assigned them to Arezzo for now, so we will see how he will perform. For now it's working great. Even I noticed, you saw, when I'm under pressure, when I need to win that aerial duel, he's losing it. Of course, he's too small for that one. But he has another important things, like his finishing composure is great. I also trying to improve his off the ball. He has only 13 off the ball, so I want at least 15. So we are heavily focusing on that one. Regarding Arezzo, we have the clausula to buy him out for 16 million, but I will not have 16 million with this team. Do I have any midfielders who can play? I can just do some subs here. Regarding other teams from Portugal, I think Santa Clara is a good team. They have also one good, strong player. Maybe you can sell him and build a team around with that kind of money. But the thing is, their media prediction is much higher than the Gil Vicente. And lately, I'm always picking the teams who are 17, 18, something like that. And another thing why I picked this team, they didn't have a lot of loans. So you see, I will not be surprised if this guy wins award for the best player in the league on end. So we started very nicely, I mean. So let's holiday until next game. As you can see, we have Braga, then Sporting, then we have... And then we will end this episode. We have 2 weeks until Benfica. In that time I will try to loan one DLP if possible. I need bench option. And that's it. I still planning to do on the YouTube, continue on the Twitch to continue with Bristol City. I have also NEC. Maybe I will continue with them. I have a lot of current careers. And of course I want to do target man again, but we will see about that one. Okay, he cannot play because he's loaned from Braga. All others is the same. This is important now until January to avoid injuries. Braga is having this fucking Vitinha, so this will be a big challenge to my two central defenders because they lack speed. The reason is why I brought Viti. He's tall, good all around, young, his buyout is very cheap and he's the left-footed. Lawrence I was having with my height save and he's 2 meters tall. And he's also decent, but he needs to, he has the pace, 14 I think, but he lacks his positioning concentration is only 12. He needs to improve that segment. And of course I want to have goals from him because during my corners he is attacking near post. Here we are 1 goal down. And now we are 2 goals down. I mean, I'm expecting not to win all the games early in the season just because cohesion and issues with the squad. In my second slot I'm having my modification tactic and I have penetration to combine with this one. So for now I'm destroyed. So I will change the tactic in the half time, I think, to try at least to concede less. This guy is having card, I don't have nobody who can play. Okay, we are switching. This will be a very big defeat for my team. I mean, if I lose in away games against the teams like Sporting, Benfica, Braga and Porto, what I can do? Most important is to beat all other teams. You see the rating of my team, 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, very bad. Arezzo 6-0. It's 4-1. Will I try to play more attacking until end? Let's try. So I have on the bench the player called Navarro, Fran Navarro. He's the striker. He just joined, I think, on free, but he's actually pretty decent with high off the ball. So let's try all in. So the plan is when I need to score, especially in the home games, probably I will change over to penetration tactic and play with two strikers. I mean, especially against smaller teams if needed. Yeah, Vitinha 3 goals against me. Everything will start working excellent when team cohesion goes up. That's it. Then I'm expecting to keep winning all the time. Now the next game against Sporting is home. I need to win that one. And unluckily my schedule is very hard from the start. So next game is in 7 days. Also I need some help from the other teams, so I need to see that Porto and Benfica are basically losing the points. I think Braga doesn't have chance at all to fight for the title. Regarding the cup competitions, I'm already out from one and I'm planning to lose on purpose from the second one. I mean, I will rotate and then I just don't have big team to play in two competitions. No chance. Still very poor. So now all these games are now like roulette. I can destroy, I can be destroyed. At least Shitareza is injured. And how long? This is now very bad. At least I have Navarro. What we can do? Nothing. Now this game will be interesting because Sporting is playing with 3 center backs. I feel this tactic doesn't have really, let's say, counter because it's having everything. And the reason is I have 3 central midfielders. That's the biggest advantage of this shape. So we started already to bombard. Very good cross and dribbling by my right back. Also, I noticed during the test I didn't have issues against 3 at back playing with this shape. Compared to my penetration tactic, I a little bit struggle against that kind of teams. Now let me demand more. Poor defending still. Now this must be goal, it's corner. We will replace Estevez with Zé Carlos. Gayan is having... Gayan will get a lot of cards. The reason is aggression. So... he already get 1 red, I think, and maybe more will come. I mean, if he can score 1 more goal, then I will sub him. If not, he's staying. The biggest problem with this shape is actually when you get a red card. Normally, I think then you need to remove CM on attack. And now he made the penalty. CM on attack. Like this Neto is decent player, I must say. Navarro missed a clear chance. I think I will put this Murillo because Murillo, when he was playing, actually playing really good. As you can see, he is left-footed, but he has finishing composure. So definitely he is not so bad player. By the stats, I mean. And for now, he was performing actually pretty decent. And this right winger is also very good. I was surprised. I think he has really good crossing and some other things. You see, dribbling, crossing, 13, speed. He doesn't have work rate, and his passing sucks. But in this division, he's actually playing good for me. So this kind of winger, if you have correct players, he can go more than 20 assists in the season. If you like to play with modification tactic, you can use it, and then you can use this one when you want to close the game, because you have 3 central midfielders. Because if you have really good, strong attacking midfielder, then I suggest you use modification. The idea, concept is very similar, only difference is this one is, let's say, more balanced. So as you can see, Fra Navarro scored 2. The guy who was playing instead of Arezzo, we won. And that's it. Very, very, very important win. I mean, we lost 1 game. Benfica lost against Porto. Sporting started very nicely. And Porto started badly. So everything going good for me. You see the rating of Arezzo. He's injured. But what we can do? Nothing. So boys, this will be the end of this first episode. I hope you will like it. Probably today I will officially upload it to other sites. For now it's on FM base. Like I said, I'm expecting to win the title. That is the goal of this team. So thanks for watching, bye.